Okay, we are back from Green Thumb Nursery. This was an all-day event, which I had a feeling it would be. Before we get into what I bought at Green Thumb, I just wanted to talk to you about this. This is niacinamide, 10% plus 1% zinc. I know it has nothing to do with plants, but I freaking love this stuff by The Ordinary. And I went into Ulta and I had Ulta points, which is basically like free cash. So I got these for free. Thank you, Ulta. Okay, Ulta sponsor me. So we're gonna talk about what I got, and let's just start with pots. They have a great pot selection. That might sound to some of you one way and to others another, but yeah, they have this awesome pot selection, so let's dive into it. Okay, I'm gonna start here. So these are these like hammered metal, and it's 3-tiered. They're by the brand Pennington. It's a 3-pot hammered medical vertical gardening kit. And I actually already have one of these. It's in my garden. I'm obsessed with it. And so I was trying to think like where else I would put it, where I would like to have it. And I have a couple ideas, but nothing set in stone yet. Now, these cost $15, and when I went up to this nursery in, I think it was Orange County, I was like so on the fence about buying one because it was $25 there, and I was like, oh, 25 is so expensive. Okay, whatever, I'll just get it because I really was trying to level up my shade garden. So now I find them at Green Thumb for $14.99. So basically I got 2 for only $5 more than I paid for 1. I'm gonna actually start with these terracotta pots here. So this is what it is. Hi, wait, can you see me? I could see you. So these terracotta pots are $1.99, and what I like about these ones is it's pretty shallow. So for succulents, you really do not need, their roots don't really grow down very long. So you really do not need something with a lot of length, but they do like to spread out. So having it wider here and shorter here is a good option. And my sister and I have been kind of playing around with the idea of selling plants. So online and also at like farmers markets and things like this. So obviously if I was selling plants, I would not ship it in terracotta because that's expensive. However, like at a farmer's market or something like this, it would be great because I could put either succulent arrangements in here, or I could put these like little plants in here and they could have their own little moment, I should say, right? So I ended up getting 3 because everything's better in odd numbers. If you're new to gardening, everything is better in odd numbers. It just looks better. And then I got the little saucer for it. A little sauce. It's a saucy saucer. So that's what I did there. So I got 3 of those. And then in come the plastic pots. What a little bonkers on plastic pots. I am going to actually do like a little tutorial on this, so make sure you're subscribed to this channel. Give it a big thumbs up. All right, let's talk about these pots here. Okay, so I got 4 different colors. They had blue, they had purple, they had green, they had gray, and they had green. And I also thought, like, if it falls over, yes, I'm gonna have to rescue the plant and bring it back to health, but at least the pot won't be shattered. So that's kind of what I was thinking there. These each cost $5, and I'm not sure if I'm like thinking about this wrong, but let's say it doesn't have a hole at the bottom. Although I think you could probably drill a couple holes in there if you wanted to, like that's what those dots are for. So you could drill that in if you wanted to, and maybe eventually I will. But what I liked about it is it has this black part here, and I feel like that that kind of prevents, like if you overwater, then the water might sit at the bottom, but it's not making this, it's not sitting, the soil isn't sitting in that water because there's that black barrier. So that was kind of my thought process. If any of you have ever seen these or you know, let me know downstairs. It's downstairs, down below. It's called the HC Companies Inc., Middlefield, Ohio. So I might do a little research on them and just kind of see what they say about this. But I got that in 4 colors. There was an ant. I had to kill it because I'm not about to have ants in my house. And then I saw that they also had it in a smaller one. So I got the same 4 colors. So yeah, and these ones run $4. So I got those. And then these ones, I kind of wish they would have had more colors because I think these are probably the best. So I'm gonna show you with this one here. The company is called, I think, Bloem. Like, it's weird, it should be Bloom, right? But it's BL, what looks like an OEM, and it's called the Luca Planter, and it's self-watering. So if they would have had more of these, I would have bought a ton. These also ranged $5, but the idea is that you can put the water in here. See here that there's a lot of aeration. So I think that that allows for the plant to suck it up. I'm not really sure like why this part is recessed and this is like higher. But yeah, that's clearly they've thought of a reason for it. I just don't know what it is. But I think this would be really, really good because, you know, I do travel here and there. I haven't really been traveling too much, although yesterday I just flew up to Oakland and back like in 12 hours, which everybody at work thought I was crazy for that. But I did it because it was my nephew's birthday and I haven't seen them in forever. So anyway, whatever. So I think that if I was to find more of these, this is probably what I would buy. Again, I can put it up. If it falls down, I don't have to worry about it busting. And I like the self-watering. So now I have a question for you guys. Would you be interested in me creating like I don't want to say a tutorial, but like a how to water my plants when I'm out of town type of a video. So what I mean by that is that I would talk to you about like all of the care instructions that I would leave for somebody when they're watering my plants. My outdoor plants are easy. You just got to turn the water on pretty much. But my indoor plants, that's a whole nother deal. So if that's something that you would like to see, leave me a comment down below. We do have one more pot, and then we're gonna talk about the other stuff that I got. I'm so excited. Now ignore the plants inside. We're gonna talk about that later. This is Talavera pottery. You know, I can go down to Mexico and get it for pretty cheap, but the reality is like getting through the border of Mexico and back without like the proper Century Pass or a global entry, it's kind of a pain, I'm not gonna lie. So this is a convenience purchase. Like I could have gotten this for a lot cheaper in Mexico. It cost $16 at Green Thumb, but you know what? It's totally worth it. And also, if you wanted to hang this planter, you could, right? Like, so you could attach strings and hang it and you would have hanging planters. So I think that that's pretty cool because it's multifunctional. I'm probably gonna leave this in my house though. But yeah, so that's that. Now, I wanted to talk to you guys about a couple things. So, as I said, I went to Green Thumb and I was like, what the heck? It has never had this many people in it before. Like, I couldn't even. Come to find out, I overhear people talking. Come to find out, they have a 50% off one regular priced item. People were buying the most expensive things. I saw a guy walk out with a wind chime that was probably, and you saw, I was playing with the wind chimes. Well, of course, somebody doesn't see that I'm filming, or maybe they did, I don't know. And she's like, oh yes, so we were having this long conversation about wind chimes. I asked her, like, is this normal? Are they overpriced? She said, they're a little expensive here, but wind chimes are just expensive in general. So, backtrack, I see this guy and he has this massive wind chime. So when I went in, I looked and it was like $400 something. So he got it for half off, which is like $200. So I mean, yeah, if you're into wind chimes, like that is the time to buy them. Yeah, I just don't have that kind of cash roll, so I didn't even entertain that idea. But I have been talking with Kevin a little bit here and there from Epic Gardening. So Kevin is really knowledgeable about hydroponics and the whole thing, and I've been really wanting to have more nutrient like water for my plants. And I don't want to go full hydroponics, but I do want to start dabbling with some of my plants like that are a little bit more sensitive, like my calatheas and things like this. So I thought that it would be good, but I've seen people online and they always buy 3 things and then there's some sort of like pH tester that they get and all of that. Well, all they had was these 2. So I was talking to him on Instagram and I said, hey, you know, this is all they have at the store that I'm at right now. Like, is this okay to get started with just these 2? And he was like, yeah, he said something about your leafy greens will love it, but I'm not making any leafy greens, so hopefully my plants will love it. I mean, plants are leafy, they're green, right? So I don't know. I mean, I'm completely novice about hydroponics, but I think this is gonna last me a really long time. And this cost $11.99 and this one costs $15. So I don't know. I don't know what the 216 stands for. It's probably like nitrogen, phosphate, and is it nitrogen, phosphate, and calcium? What is the order? Wait a minute, let's look. Okay, wait a minute. Nitrogen, okay, got it right. Phosphate, okay, I got it right. And magnesium, that's the other one. So it's a 216. Yeah, I mean, I think I'm gonna need to get like probably something to like make sure I know what the pH level is and whatnot, but yeah, let's just start. And then this one's called Flora Grow, and this one is called Flora Micro. So I don't know. I mean, do you guys want, we could do like a whole hydroponic series and we could like compare different plants and see like, we can compare the same plants like, but in different medium, like a hydroponic medium versus like a soil medium. Like, does that sound interesting? I think that kind of sounds interesting, but anyway, I don't know what the 3rd one is that I need. If you know, let me know, but Kevin said that this was a good place to start, so I feel okay about that. And then I don't really know how good this company is, but I have bought other fertilizers for them. I don't know, maybe it's the packaging that I like, but this one was $16.99 and it says Kelp Me, Kelp You. So I thought that that would be good because, you know, ocean nutrients, kelp is really, really good for plants. So it says seaweed plant food, and then it says, kelp grows higher than some of the earth's tallest trees. The teeming aquatic life that flourishes in a kelp bed has just as much diversity as that of a rainforest. Kelp grows vigorously and is harvested sustainably. Bush Doctor brings you a natural potion containing micronutrients, specially handcrafted for organic gardening. Kelp Me, Kelp You is a liquid root drench fertilizer for gardens. So there's that. Now let's talk about these plants. I'm gonna start with the biggest one. It's a 6-pack. How my life has changed. I used to think of 6-packs as something else. But this is it. Hi, beautiful. Look at the colors. Hi, how are you? Gorgeous. Love you. I love you. So I know right now everybody is all about like, you know, not everybody. Hi. Indoor gardening and everything, but I still love my outdoor garden very much. And what the hell is on this thing? Come off. I don't know what the hell that is. Looks like somebody's hair. Gross. Okay, so these are, I believe, called Linaria. I've had them before, and I mean, they're looking good. So I think, you know, what my goal was is to put these in my outdoor garden, because so my front garden gets pretty good sun and I have completely ignored it to the point where my boxwood is like brown. I still think I'll bring the boxwood back, but I have to get my hose system fixed first. But anyway, I'm gonna do this because I'm really trying to also get levels in that front garden too, and I think it'll look really, really nice. So these will be going into my front garden. So that is a to-do project. Let me know if you wanted me to film that, like kind of just redoing that whole garden space. And I'd be happy to do that for you guys. So I'm gonna put this one down. And to be honest, I think I need to work on my front garden tomorrow. So that is kind of where I'm at mentally. Now you guys, I about lost my mind. Now my sister, you just saw part of the reason why I lost my mind. She's just said she's not into geraniums and I don't get it. Okay, you guys, this is like the perfect fall, autumn geranium. We don't have, where I live, we don't have a lot of trees that turn color. Like they don't go through that whole process. It's kind of like they have green and then they drop their green. At least my trees do. Stop, look at this. I'm upset. Wait, just stop what you're doing and look at this. Oh my God, it is stunning. It has these velvety, soft leaves. It has that geranium scent. The thing with geraniums is even if you don't like the scent, like it's not really that overpowering. And geraniums propagate like nobody's business. They are the easiest plant to propagate. Can you imagine how gorgeous this is gonna look? Oh my gosh. Now, I have to say, you know, I was looking at the flower and it's just this kind of like red flower. The flower to me for this geranium is really not, I have an ivy geranium. I just absolutely, its flower, just every time I see it, it brings me joy. I did not buy this for its flower. I bought this for its foliage. I mean, come on, you guys. This has to be one of the prettiest geraniums I have ever seen. I didn't even know this was a thing. It's stunning. It's stunning. And the school that I went to, one of the schools I went to for college, their colors were red and yellow. So maybe that's why I love it. But this reminds me of fall, like on the East Coast. Just imagine it with me, right? So this will be going into one of my hanging baskets. I love it. So I'm walking through kind of the shade area and I see something that says fairy garden. And I'm like, okay, let me look this up. And I really thought about this, and these teeny little plants are the cutest things ever. Look at this, you guys. Do you see this? They are stunning, and look at their little flowers. Their little flowers are so darling. Each plant costs $3.99, so $4. It's in a 2-inch pot, and these are called Erodium. I had to like look this up. So they're called Erodium flore pleno. It says it has scalloped foliage, which we saw, sun to part shade, and it'll grow 2 to 4 inches, and you should have it spaced out every 6 to 8 inches. So I thought like in those terracotta pots that it would look really nice. So I got 3 of each because I got 3 terracotta pots. But I got this one. I got this one. And I got this one. So we have these 3 here. If any of you have any sort of experience with these, let me know what they like, what they don't like, because I would love to make these happy, because they make me happy. I mean, like, these little blooms are so cute. Wait, hold on. I can't do this one-handed. These little blooms are darling. I just think they're gorgeous. So I got those. And always, like when you're planting, again, if you want to see me plant these up and talk about it, leave me a comment down below. But you should always have kind of a thriller, like the big showpiece, a spiller, and then fillers. So that's kind of what I was thinking here. These ones, they are perfect for winter time. Because they are green, but they have kind of this like silvery, they're silvery kind of, I don't want to say a sheen, it's not a sheen, but it's like the outsides have a silvery appear, like they look silvery. And this is called a Sanfilina nana. And I just thought that it would most likely grow up. Let's see what it says on the back. I didn't realize no, it didn't say anything on the back. And they don't really give you a lot of information about it either. So I think I'm gonna need to read up about these. But I just thought like that could look really nice in a pot together. So yeah, that's kind of my thought process there. And then this one was also $3.99, and it's just got this like kind of bright greenish lemon lime coloring to it. So I thought that that was kind of nice because it would take away from just green And I think it would look really nice next to these pink flowers. Oh, I wanted to show you, I have a few more items. We're gonna go over here to this, I think it's cyclamen. I always forget how to pronounce it. I'm obsessed with these. I think this is the most gorgeous plant out there. Here's what I like about these. Cyclamen, I think that's how you pronounce it. I'm probably saying it wrong. So although it doesn't say on the pot here, when you buy it at the store, it did have a huge sign that said cyclamen. And what, okay, come on, look. If you are into foliage, you have this really cool variegation on the foliage here. But if you're into blooms, you get these gorgeous, gorgeous blooms here. And they have them in all different colors. So you kind of get the best of both. You kind of get the best of both worlds with these. So I try to think of colors that maybe you wouldn't see like somewhere else. So I got this one, which I think is actually kind of common. But then the reason I got that is because I found this like variegated or this dual color one. So it's got the white and the pink. And so together, this one's got like kind of got like a duochrome. It's got a purple shift to it. And like together, so the plant here itself looks really healthy, and it's got these white with these purple tips, these purple edgings. So I just really thought that I could make this work in multiple ways. I'm really, really excited to give it a try. If you know much about cyclamen, my mom I think does, because she's had them before. But do they do well inside? Because I'd really like to have in my class. He's actually quite soft here. And I like that his spikes are not so insane. So I can work around them without it just being completely covered like some are. And he just looks really, really happy. I'm going to leave him in this pot for a while. He cost $8, and the name of this plant is Ginmoccalecium. Ginmoccalecium Buonneckeri. Buonneckeri. I'm sure I've just butchered this. If you speak Portuguese and you know how to pronounce this, can you phonetically put it down in the comments below? Because that would be great. Thanks. But I think he's gonna look great. I have some other items, some other plants that kind of are also very rotund, which I connect to. They're very rotund, and I need to propagate them. So that's a video that's gonna be coming out. Make sure you're looking for that as well. And then the final one. So I have heard people talk about this plant all the time. And I just kind of didn't get it. Like, I was like, yeah, I mean, it's pretty, but I don't really need to spend the money on it. So it costs $22 for this huge hanging pot. Another little gardening tip for you is when you are buying hanging plants, they don't sell this size, and this is a great size for like varying things up versus having everything the same. And then when this outgrows its pot, you have a hanging pot still. So it's quite a good thing to do to buy these. Okay, so I'm at Green Thumb, and they're having this sale. They're having this half off sale, and I thought, well, when else am I gonna get a string of hearts for $11.50? That is this big. Now, I know a lot of people say as they grow more, it thins out on top. All you really gotta do is just stick it back in and yeah, like let it propagate in there. But this is really cool. I might even try to get it to trail up a little bit and then have it trail down that way. I don't know. If you guys have suggestions on string of hearts, I'm brand new to this plant, but I mean, it is, now that I have it in my collection, like I get it. And it looks like it was flowering. I think the flowers are, don't listen to this, honey. I think the flowers are a little insignificant. I think why you buy this is for the heart foliage. And I know a lot of people want the variegated one, but quite frankly, this is just, it's really beautiful. It's, yeah, it's a really gorgeous plant. It does feel very succulent-like, so I think that that's, yeah, gonna be super easy to, yeah, take care of. I'm really good at succulents. So that is my $247 haul. I did get a ton of stuff, but I need to slow my roll on buying plants because, yeah, I'm gonna go broke. I am a teacher, if you didn't know that. And so, yeah, I've been gardening for a very long time. Like I've said, if you watched any of my other videos, you know that I am an outdoor gardener primarily, but I am taking my love of gardening indoors now. So I do have quite a little collection going on. If you would like to see a indoor house tour, let me know. If you want to see me kind of working on my garden and all of that, let me know. Because yeah, I have tons of ideas, but if there's something you really want to see, drop a comment down below and let me know. And as always, you guys, don't forget to share these up because I'd like to grow with you. Help this channel grow. Fertilize this channel. Wait, that sounded bad. You know, do all the normal things to help it grow. Leave me a comment, become part of the Zone 10 family, Zoners, Zone 10, whatever we're gonna call ourselves. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. I know this was a long one. Most of mine won't be this long in the future unless you like that kind of a thing. And yeah, I'll talk to you soon.